Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, 3 arrested for attempting to smuggle wild animals into Jamaica. A Jamaican and 2 Hondurans have been taken into custody after they were caught attempting to smuggle wild animals into the island. The men were captured after the Jamaica Defensive Force Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast early Wednesday morning. 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, an ocelot cub, and a quantity of ganja were found aboard the vessel. The JDF says during proceeding, the cub escaped into the wider Black River St. Elizabeth area, and it is seeking the public's help to find the young animal. Members of the security forces, officials from the National Environment and the Planning Agency, and the Veterinary Services Department combed the sections of Black River in search of the wild cat. The Army says the public should note that the cub resembles a kitten and may appear to be harmless, but despite its size and appearance, it is a wild animal and no attempt should be made to capture or tame it. If it is seen, citizens are being urged to call JDF at 876-926-8121, NEPA at 876-754-7540 or 119. The public is being reminded that accepting and keeping animals brought into Jamaica without the proper permits is illegal. Investigation into the smuggling incident is ongoing. Officials of the Ministries of Health and Agriculture visited the scene Wednesday. Ocelots are not known for being aggressive towards humans, but they may display aggressive behavior when threatened or cornered. They are skilled predators and will defend themselves if they feel threatened or are protecting their territory. Mother charged after toddler found in garbage dump. The police have charged the mother of a toddler who was found dumped in a garbage pile in the community of Standard Pipe off Old Hope Road in St. Andrew on the weekend. The news was informed that residents found the crying toddler in a garbage dump early Sunday morning and called the police. The mother was later located by the lawman and taken into custody. Acting Senior Superintendent Mark Harris, commanding officer for the St. Andrew Central Police Division, confirmed the incident. He told the news that the woman has since been charged and released on station bail. The baby was taken to the hospital to be medically examined. November 3 trial date is set for men charged in $12 billion cocaine bust. A November 3 trial date has been set for the 5 men charged in connection with last year's massive cocaine bust in Havendale, St. Andrew. The date was set when the men appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday. A May 20 bail application was also scheduled for the 3 defendants, 57-year-old Clive Davis, 58-year-old Colin Ricketts, and 42-year-old Clayton Peart, who are still in custody. The other 2 defendants, 72-year-old Junior Haldane and Aubrey Sterling, were offered bail last December. The men have been charged with possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine, trafficking cocaine, and conspiracy, following the $12 billion drug bust in August, the largest drug find on record. Officers from the police's Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, accompanied by units from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, raided the premises and seized several knitted bags containing cocaine. Approximately 2,600 kilograms or 5,569 pounds of the drug, with a street value of US $75.79 million, was allegedly found during a 3-hour operation. The police were reportedly acting on information when they went to the premises, as the men were allegedly loading a bus with the bags of cocaine. Construction worker charged with a machete attack. Detectives attached to the Clarendon Police Division have laid charges of wounding with intent, burglary, and malicious destruction of property on a man following an incident in his community on March 29. Charged is 28-year-old Gary Elliott, a construction worker of Twickenham Drive, Portland Cottage. Reports from the Lionel Town Police are that between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., Elliot visited a man's home, during which an altercation ensued. Elliot was instructed to leave the house, but he refused. He reportedly threw a shovel through the front window of the house, injuring the man. Elliot later climbed through the broken window and used a machete to inflict chop wounds on the injured man and a relative. The injured persons were rushed to the hospital, where they were treated and released. A report was made to the police, and Elliot was arrested and later charged. His court date is being finalized. Government buildings to be named in honor of Portia Simpson Miller and Lyndon Gladstone Newland. 2 government buildings are to be renamed after former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Portia Simpson Miller, and the former Minister, Lyndon Gladstone Newland, in observance of Workers' Week and Labor Day this year. The main building at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security along North Street will be named the Portia Simpson Miller Building, and the National Insurance Building at the National Heroes Circle will be called the Lyndon Gladstone Newland Building. Making the announcement in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, Minister of Culture Olivia Grange said the gesture was in recognition of modern-day leaders who have contributed to the welfare and improvement of workers of Jamaica.
Both acts are in recognition of their outstanding contribution to the movement for the rights and proper working conditions of Jamaican workers. Mr. Speaker, also worth mentioning at this time is the coincidence of the start of Workers' Week and Labor Day 2025 on Sunday, May 18, with the anniversary of the birth of the most honorable Hugh Lawson Shearer, himself a stalwart of the labor movement. To this end, there will be a special floral tribute in his honor at the National Heroes Park at 3 p.m. after the Workers' Week and Labor Day Thanksgiving service earlier that day.
For Labor Day 2025, the focus will be on protecting the environment under the slogan, Jamaica Nice, Protect with Paradise. The national project will be the establishment of the Environmental and Research Park at Mason River in Clarendon. In 2011, the protected site gained recognition as a wetland of international significance, becoming Jamaica's 4th Ramsar site under the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. In the meantime, Member of Parliament for St. Andrews Southwest, Dr. Angela Brownberg, has welcomed the recognition of the contributions of former Prime Minister and the People's National Party President Portia Simpson Miller and Lyndon Newland to social welfare in Jamaica.
I think sometimes there are so many individuals who give almost their life in terms of making tremendous changes to who we are and how things are done. And sometimes in passing we mention them, but we don't fully acknowledge them. And I believe that it is important as we move into the second decade for people of African descent, where we have gone beyond just recognition and justice, but really to look a little bit more deeply about how we address some of these injustices. So I'm glad to see that happening.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.